Happy Horror Friday to everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's enjoying the weather in their states. Even though the weather's in New Jersey has been up and down because the nights has been cold. Wake up, close the windows like it's wintertime. Some nights when I wake up from that cold, man, I just throw on a good horror movie. Like the other night that happened to me, and I woke up and I was like, no, I can't go back to sleep. I got too cold, wide awake. So I was like, oh, maybe I'll watch a horror movie. And then it dawned on me, a movie I haven't watched in years. It's actually action sci-fi, and the title is The Sixth Day, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. The release was in 2000. I believe it's what is it? It's Columbia Pictures. Hope you can see that. Get a little bit on the inside for a minute. So yeah, it's a 2000 Columbia Pictures release starring Arnold Schwarzenegger's action sci-fi. And we all know that Arnold Schwarzenegger is well known for the original Terminator films. So yeah, he's already not only an action hero, but he's a sci-fi, I guess, 80s sci-fi icon. But let me get down a little detail in the movie, share with you. I don't want to share too much because to me this is like a classic. If you haven't viewed it, go onto YouTube, check out a trailer or two, make a decision. You might even want to order the movie or so. You might like that trailer so much and then view it online. Once again, I'm not big on sci-fi movies, but there's certain sci-fi movies, if it got a certain little twist to it, a little, I guess you would say like a dose of sugar to get my attention. That would be an 80s classic style action with a classic 80s action hero. So this is what drew me to this movie back then when it was released. I was like, man, a sci-fi movie. And then I was thinking, you know what, Terminator, Predator, he was great in. Predator as well as a sci-fi action horror movie. So anyway, the little bit of backstory on this film, the plot. It's somewhat a little bit in the future. It ain't like space technology is everywhere and flying cars or vehicles. It's just like everything looks like modern day, like today, except with a little high technology in certain areas and certain things and products. And one of them is if a family's pet dies, just get a blood sample. You go down to this place and they will clone your dog. And it gets the same memories, and it's pretty much the same dog with the same type of mentality, the same love, the same feeling for that he was when he was a family pet. Doesn't always necessarily turn out like that. The one thing you cannot create is life. When you bring it back, that we all know in zombie movies, it does not work out, son. So anyway, there's a senator who wants to go up to this mountain. It's like a ski. Arnold Schwarzenegger flies a helicopter that brings people up to go skiing, snowboard and whatnot, hiking. And him and the guy he works with are about to go up. And they have a well-known political figure, like a governor, comes. And the plot is, this place that clones people, they're going to kill the governor, but they're going to clone him. So then they can control them and get certain things passed. And the number one thing they want to get passed is to clone humans, to clone people. Every time they have done it, it turned out to be a bad idea. It never worked. People start getting deranged after a while. There's a group of sort of like hitmen, mercs. Terry Crews is one of them. You know, Terry Crews is from Friday 3, The Expendables with Stallone, a sling of movies. But he's in it. He's one of these guys that keep getting cloned. Because every time they go after the real Schwarzenegger in that movie, not his clone, he winds up messing him up real bad and killing him. and then they come back, and they come back, until they get the idea and stop cloning these particular idiots. Excuse my speech there, but yeah, so it's about cloning. They clone Arnold Schwarzenegger because of what they did to the governor. They got the governor up on this mountain. His partner that he works with was already cloned prior to that. He brought this guy up there on the first people that want to go up there and go hiking or whatever, or snowboarding it was, and one of them guys were working with the people that want to clone people. So he kills the senator, and then later on, the next scene you see the senator at a party. After, he don't go up to bring him up, his friend does, because he wants to go buy his daughter. Wants to see about cloning his daughter's dog, because his wife kept getting on him about it. He don't want to do it. Old school, old fashioned. It passes. But then he wakes up in a taxi. He's like, man, what happened? But recently, they had to check his credentials through this thing. He had to put a scan in his eyes. And what it really was, where he put his hand was, they were taking DNA and they cloned him. By the time he got back to his house at his daughter's birthday party, the daughter had the clone dog. He heard them singing happy birthday. He looks in the window of his own house, mind you. And here's his clone singing happy birthday to his daughter while standing next to his wife. His clone don't know because he got the same thoughts, the same memories. But yeah, it's just like, this is a good sci-fi action movie. I give it about an 8. If it was like the original Predator or Terminator 1 and 2, you get a clear 11. But yeah, if you haven't viewed it, go on YouTube, check out some trailers, and go from there. I promise, if you're into like sci-fi and or 80s action, you'll love this movie, even though it's a 2000 film. Once again, thank you for viewing my content. I'll be back at you. I'm going to do a video right now on Christmas, Bloody Christmas, which I viewed last night for the first time, and I'll check out the video because everything to me about this movie was like the old 80s style way of doing those particular type of movies. And I was like, I'm having a great time viewing this the first 15 minutes in. So yeah, that review is going to be coming up not long after I post this video. Once again, have a fun and safe Horror Friday. Have a fun and horror safe Friday night. And a wonderful early Saturday morning. Maybe would have started with a horror movie. But once again, thank you for viewing. I appreciate it. Feel free to like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification button so you get the future videos and the next upcoming video on Christmas, Bloody Christmas. And catch you later.